Hello, I am Rebecca Lynch, Development and Grants Director for Arts AVL, and I'm here to share a brief overview of the Arts AVL Arts for Schools grant. Important to note, the application deadline is June 15th, and we are pleased to receive support for this grant opportunity from Dogwood Health Trust, the Wanda and Jim Moran Foundation, Gail and Brian McCarthy, Karen and Robert Milnes, and Joe and Janice Brummett. Exposure to the arts, both in and outside the classroom, is proven to improve academic success. However, we know that not all students have the same opportunities to enjoy these benefits. The Arts for Schools grant helps Buncombe County nonprofit arts organizations and independent teaching artists provide arts-focused performances, workshops, residencies, and field trips for students attending local K-12 public schools. For a limited time, this grant will also include support for arts-focused after-school and camp programs. Grants range from $500 to $5,000, and the deadline to apply is June 15th, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. The timeline for the grant program is that the application will open on May 18th and close on June 15th. Awards will be announced in mid-July with funds distributed by late July. A final report will be due May 31st, 2027. Eligibility for this grant. The primary purpose of the Arts for Schools program is to provide in-school arts programming for students attending economically disadvantaged schools. Our goal is to help ensure that students across Buncombe County have access to the benefits of these arts experiences. However, thanks to a time-limited grant from Dogwood Health Trust WNC after 3 p.m. program. The Arts for Schools grant program will be expanded from fiscal year 25 through 27. So this is the final year of that expansion with support from Dogwood. During this period, applicants may apply for funding for in-school and out-of-school programs, but will only receive funding for one focus area per funding cycle. So again, you can submit two applications, one for your in-school program and one for your out-of-school program, but you'll only receive one grant. Grants for in-school programs range from $500 to $2,000, and grants for out-of-school programs range from $500 to $5,000. In-school is defined as programs occurring during regular school hours, and out-of-school programs are defined as occurring after school, during out-of-school time, weekdays only, so occurring after school on weekdays only, or camps, summer or holiday breaks. Applicants must be located in Buncombe County for at least 1 year. You must be a 501c3 nonprofit arts organization or an independent qualified teaching artist. A qualified teaching artist, to be considered, you must have either a BA or BFA in your specific art form or an equivalent in teacher and training and experience. And this is for independent teaching artists only. School teachers, art teachers associated with a school are not eligible. Must have at least 5 years of experience working in arts education, and programs must serve students attending Buncombe County or City of Asheville K-12 public schools. And the programs must be free for students and schools, and this could include providing a specific number of scholarships. The program must align with North Carolina's Common Core curriculum and essential standards, and the program must take place between July 1st, 2026 and June 30th, 2027. You do not have to have them scheduled by the application date, but they must take place during this time frame. For in-school and out-of-school programs being held in partnership with a school partnership agreement form is required as part of your application. So you'll need to make sure that you get that agreement form in prior to the application deadline so that you can submit it for the deadline. For out-of-school programs, you are ineligible to apply if you have already received funding for the proposed art focus program from Dogwood Health Trust WNC after 3 p.m. initiative. If you've got questions regarding this, please contact me at rebecca@artsavl.org. And for camps, only 501c3 nonprofit arts organizations may apply for funding for the camps, and the camp must be a program of that arts nonprofit. Economically disadvantaged schools or underserved communities are a priority. Proposals focused on serving students in economically disadvantaged schools will receive priority. And you can learn more about how the economic disadvantage is determined by the links. These are all on the website. Applicants will also have the opportunity to explain how their program serves an underserved community. Although our top priority is serving economically disadvantaged schools, we will also prioritize multicultural programs. And for a program to be considered multicultural, it must be conducted by artists, ensembles, or organizations of color and/or promote African American, Asian American, Latino, or Native American cultures. The primary focus of the WNC after 3 p.m. program is on after school programming. So, out of school applications focusing on after school will receive priority over other out of school programs, and proposals that help ensure the long term sustainability of these programs will also be prioritized. Allowable expenses for grant funds include artist fees for artists located in Buncombe County for the specific school program outlined in the proposal, student materials and art supplies, admission fees to attend arts experiences, or transportation fees. The grant cannot fund fees for artists not located in Buncombe County, fees for school groups not located in Buncombe County, transportation fees and travel costs not related to students, marketing materials, food or hospitality supplies, art, music, or dance therapists, artifacts, artwork purchases, contingency funds or deficit reduction, fundraising events, food or beverages for hospitality or entertainment functions, schools, art, band, theater, or choral activities or equipment. So, therefore, any already existing in-school art programs, including band, visual arts, theater, choral, etc., are not eligible. We cannot fund already existing art programs in public schools. Lobbying expenses, oral history and history projects, and tuition for academic study or interest on loans, fines, or litigation costs. You will be required to submit a final report May 31st, 2027, if you are awarded a grant. And in that report, you will need to report on your mission, your program offerings, your budget size, community served, your accessibility plan, multicultural offerings, if applicable, and the evaluation and impact plans. You'll need to provide descriptions of the programmatic activities, the alignment with curriculum standards, the number of participants and frequency of attendance, the types of services provided, participant demographics, geographic impact, and education contact hours. So just know that if you are awarded a grant, you'll be needing to collect this information during your program. Your application will be considered on the following basis: the completeness of the application, the feasibility of completion of the project within the time frame, the alignment of arts with the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction standards, the impact on economically disadvantaged schools or underserved communities, multicultural programs, accessibility and inclusion, and capacity building will be looked at for out-of-school programs only. All applications will be initially screened by staff for completeness, eligibility, feasibility, and evaluation. And that includes, how complete is the application? Was additional information required? Is all the application eligible or only part of the application eligible? Do we believe that the project can be completed within the deadline by June 30th, 2027? And are they set up in order to evaluate the program and complete a final report? Those are ranged from, 0 to 10 points, and any applications receiving a 0 on these in categories or a total score below 20 will not progress past initial review. Following the initial eligibility and feasibility review by staff, a selection panel will then score all applications based on the following criteria. They will score again on application completeness on a range from 1 to 5, from very doubtful to very confident. The feasibility of the completion of the project. Just realized I didn't update the dates on this one, so sorry, but must be completed between July 1st, 2026 and June 30th, 2027. Is the program aligned with North Carolina Department of Instruction standards? How much does this program impact economically disadvantaged students or underserved communities? How much does this program promote multicultural cultures and support artists, ensembles, or organizations of color? How well does this program engage and support students with diverse abilities, needs, and cultural backgrounds as far as accessibility and inclusion? And for out-of-school programs only, does the proposal help build capacity for the long-term sustainability of this program? The selection panel is made up of 3 to 5 community volunteers selected to review the applications and make final funding recommendations. They are generally knowledgeable about arts and arts education in our community. They're expected to review and score each application using a scoring spreadsheet provided by ArtsAVL. The scores are then combined and ranked by ArtsAVL staff, and a joint meeting of all panelists is then held to review the combined scores, discuss applications, and create a list of final funding recommendations. Combined scores, as well as any additional feedback notes from the panel, is given to the applicant with their award notification letter. If you do receive a award, a grant for Arts for Schools, your organization will enter into a contractual agreement with ArtsAVL. You'll need to keep ArtsAVL staff informed of any project milestones or any changes, and we encourage you to reach out to us sooner rather than later with any of those changes. We are also invested in your success and would like to be part of sharing your story, so keep us posted. Invite us to things. Let us see how it's going. You will have to complete a final report by May 31st, 2027, and note that late or missing final reports means no funding in the next grant cycle. You'll also need to demonstrate recognition of ArtsAVL. When you're ready to apply, we strongly encourage you to prepare all of your answers and attachments offline in a working document, such as Word or Google. And then when you have everything ready, that's when you're going to go onto our website and click on the Google Forms link and then copy and paste, like upload all your information onto that Google Forms. Again, strongly encourage you to have a working document offline, get everything together. And then when you have everything, that's when you go open the Google form and apply. If you need help with your application or have any specific questions, you're going to email us at rebecca@artsavl.org. No phone calls, please. Send me an email. We'll set up a time to chat. Look forward to reading your applications and seeing what sort of great opportunities y'all have in mind for our students here in our community. Thanks so much.